At approximately 3:15 p.m. on May 24, 2026, an Alabama state trooper attempted to stop a 2012 Toyota Highlander for a traffic violation. Instead of pulling over, the driver fled, initiating a pursuit. What made the situation even more alarming was that a child was inside the vehicle, something the trooper did not know at the time. Unaware of that fact, he continued carrying out his duties and pursuing the fleeing vehicle.
South on 47, speed 0-100.
Alright, he's crashed out,
Hey, watch those lines, they're touching the car. Get back, Justin, get back. Is everybody awake?
Yes.
They're moving?
Yes. I don't know where my baby's at.
I have your baby, she's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Power lines are on fire. Go on top of the vehicle.
Come here, get that off your hair. Come here. He okay? Come here, buddy. Hey, you better stay in the car right now. Stay in the car. Go to Trooper Harper, okay? Put your hand down. Stay inside the car. Do not come out. You see them power lines?
An officer immediately secured a 4-month-old infant who had been ejected from the vehicle and was not properly restrained.
Yep.
Officers then safely removed 3 other children, all under the age of 6, from the vehicle, which had come to rest dangerously close to high-voltage power lines. All 4 children were transported to Ouachita County Medical Center, where they were treated for minor injuries. Their mother was notified and responded to the hospital. The driver, 28-year-old Tyrese Fletcher of El Dorado, was arrested and transported to the Ouachita County Detention Center. A search of the vehicle uncovered a defaced firearm and illegal marijuana. Fletcher, a convicted felon, was charged with felony fleeing, possession of a defaced firearm, possession of a firearm by a prohibited person, 4 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor, criminal mischief, possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, 4 counts of failing to properly secure a child in a vehicle, reckless driving, driving without a license, failure to wear a seatbelt, and improper passing on the left. On July 13, 2025, at around 5:08 p.m., Trooper Wrights was stopped at the traffic light at Broadway and Cypress when he saw a white Ford Escape run the red light while heading eastbound on Broadway. He activated his emergency lights and attempted a traffic stop. The vehicle pulled into the Shell gas station at 605 East Broadway. As Trooper Wrights exited his patrol unit and waited for the Arkansas Crime Information Center to return information, the driver, later identified as Robert Bolton, fled the traffic stop, continuing eastbound on Broadway. Trooper Wrights immediately activated his siren, updated dispatch, and initiated the pursuit.
Speed at 89 like that.
Users are not involved. Have spikes ready if you're near you. Still westbound on S. We are passing Willow, 46 miles an hour, no traffic.
The pursuit continued into a residential area where speeds reached up to 74 miles per hour. While traveling westbound on 35th Street, Bolton lost control of the vehicle but quickly regained it and kept moving west. As he approached Share Street, Trooper Wrights noted the vehicle's speed had decreased to around 29 miles per hour.
And he gained control somehow, still coming up to 10, turning north on Share, below the stop sign, 16 miles an hour.
We're trying to get up there on state. They've been notified.
East on 36, 38 miles an hour, no traffic in our direction. David 3, I have 4, I have a good visual of the pursuit.
Not long after, as speeds again reached 46 miles per hour, Bolton lost control once more, spinning into the parking lot at 3520 North Orange Street. At that point, the front of Bolton's vehicle was facing Trooper Wrights, who attempted to block him in. As Trooper Wrights approached, the front bumper of his patrol unit made contact with Bolton's front bumper as the suspect's vehicle moved forward. Bolton then reversed, maneuvered around the patrol car, and fled northbound on Orange Street at high speed.
We're going to be north on Orange. Whoever's second, if you want to call it, or I'll call it. One park on our way to Baby Oven. Hey, if you're not involved in 33 units, get flag set up. That means I will pull over.
Bolton continued north on Orange Street, then west on 36th, north on Willow, and east on 38th, reaching speeds of about 40 miles an hour with no other traffic in the area. He eventually turned south onto Maple Street, drove up a small hill into a residential yard, and came to a full stop. Officers then conducted a high-risk traffic stop and took Robert Bolton into custody without further incident. During a search incident to arrest, Officer Jurisic found a Ziploc bag stuffed inside Bolton's shorts containing a brownish-green leafy substance. Its texture and strong odor were consistent with marijuana, but the scent suggested it was likely K2, a type of synthetic marijuana. Around 10:45 p.m. on November 27, 2023, Arkansas officers spotted a stolen pickup truck hauling a trailer with a large engine. The vehicle had been reported stolen from a local business earlier that day. When officers attempted a traffic stop, the driver refused to comply and fled, leading to a multi-unit pursuit.
Intersection, we're not going to get involved in 37. We're just going to have to hit the truck. I've had one like this before with the trailer. There's no way you can fit it. We're still on 20, I'm getting off the interstate. I'm secondary, 28's primary. We're coming up on King George. 35 and 43, try to bump it in if you can. Hey, just side 28, trying to do this to me as well. King George, speed 70. We got the King George, speed 70. I'm right here with him.
At an intersection, Trooper Manuel Valente Sotelo attempted to use his patrol car to stop the suspect's vehicle. However, due to the size and weight of the stolen truck and trailer, the maneuver had little effect.
I'm not waiting to stay. I just ran me over the curb. I am.
After about 10 minutes of pursuit, the suspect's vehicle showed signs of engine trouble and began slowing down. Several patrol units moved in, blocking the truck and forcing it to the shoulder. The vehicle came to a stop, and the driver was taken into custody without further incident. The suspect later admitted to stealing the truck from a nearby business. Around 8:55 p.m. on March 30th, 2023, Trooper Matthew was patrolling near County Line Road and Sunflower Road, looking for Brandon Nicholas Taylor, wanted on felony warrants and suspected in an arson and grand theft case. Taylor was believed to be driving a black Ford F-150 and had no valid license. Trooper Matthew spotted a black F-150 run a stop sign and speed up to 57 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. As Trooper A. Middlebrooks was conducting a nearby traffic stop, the F-150 swerved and sped past, nearly hitting him. Middlebrooks shined a light into the truck and confirmed the driver was Taylor.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Trooper Matthew tried to stop the vehicle, but it fled at high speed. Taylor ran a stop sign, drove onto private property, and nearly hit a backyard pool. As Trooper Matthew rounded a corner, he saw Taylor's truck in a yard blocked by another vehicle. He briefly detained a nearby man, later confirming it wasn't Taylor. Taylor's vehicle was last seen on Scottsdale Road before disappearing from view.
Get down here. Hey, stay. Can you find the truck? Find the truck? Middlebrooks, did he bail out? Stand by. Could be Brandon. He's not ready. Them coming. East west. Next line.
10-4, throwing to mount.
Are you coming out that you Woodville?
Coming down to Andrew Lane.
Troopers Sheffield and Middlebrooks re-engaged the pursuit after spotting Taylor's vehicle on Old Woodville Road. Taylor fled through private properties, damaging fences, before crashing into a tree in a wooded area off Maria del Carmen Road. He ran into the woods on foot. Trooper Cabe and K9 Kane tracked him, with support from local deputies and a helicopter, but Taylor wasn't immediately found.
10-4-10-50.
We don't have no water. Man, we ended up in nowhere. Oh, I'm sorry. Have a seat. We got an ambulance coming. As soon as they take you out, we're going to take you to jail. Brandon.
Taylor fled into the woods behind 32 Maria del Carmen, but was later found hiding under a porch cabinet by the homeowner, an off-duty officer who held him at gunpoint until police arrived. Taylor was arrested without incident, evaluated for leg pain by EMS, then medically cleared at the hospital before being booked into Wakulla County Jail.
Not going to stop then.
On January 20, 2025, Blythewood Communications Center issued an emergency BOLO for a stolen semi-truck headed southbound on I-95, last seen near mile marker 135 in Sumter County. The vehicle was described as a maroon and tan Peterbilt. While patrolling I-95 near mile marker 1122 in Clarendon County, a trooper spotted a semi matching the description. He activated his emergency lights and attempted a lawful traffic stop, but the driver refused to comply. As the trooper pulled alongside to signal his presence, the driver sped up, reaching 87 miles per hour in an attempt to flee.
See if he gets off or if he...
Hey, can you scan for 27 for Chandler Moses?
Somewhere. 87, just for 10-4T, we're still rolling.
10-4.
He's about 40 years old, white man.
So we're coming 117 south.
Minutes later, Sergeant Wyndham moved to the front of the pursuit. However, the semi-truck continued at high speed, and due to its size and weight, stopping it safely proved to be a significant challenge.
10-4.
Hey, when you saw the 115?
What's their name? You're up.
So we're coming up to the 116 south, number 2 lane, speeds are 81, no traffic.
Yeah, so it works for you. Thanks for stopping at the bypass. EMS is pulling up. That's what gets in the Orangeburg County.
So we're stopped right here before the 115 south. He's about 1050. 10-4, he's about to go up the Hamilton Road. He just 1050'd in the right side of the shoulder. He made it on the bypass.
The driver continued southbound and, just before exit 115, veered off onto an embankment toward Cummings Road. The truck then traveled along Cummings Road in the direction of Hamilton Road. At that point, Sergeant Wyndham and I lost sight of the semi and notified Blythewood Communications Center of the decision to terminate the pursuit. Meanwhile, the initial trooper remained in the area to continue searching for the vehicle.
Cummins Road is a dead-end road, comes back out to Hamilton.
So he 1050 right here, Hamilton and Cummins. Hamilton and Cummins Road.
The semi-truck was later found abandoned and damaged on Hamilton Road at the intersection with Cummings Road. Investigators believe the driver was going too fast after exiting the interstate and failed to stop, veering off the roadway, striking a stop sign, and continuing across Cummings Road before crashing into a ditch. The Clarendon County Sheriff's Office responded to assist, setting up a perimeter and deploying K-9 units to track the suspect. However, the search was unsuccessful, and the driver was not located.
On May 9, 2024, Melina Logan visited Honda of South Miami to test drive a new 2024 Honda Civic. During the test drive, she waited for the salesperson to step out, then drove off with the vehicle. Miami-Dade police issued a BOLO for the stolen car. A Florida Highway Patrol trooper later spotted the vehicle heading north on State Road 826 near Northwest 74th Street. When the trooper attempted a traffic stop, Logan refused to pull over and continued driving recklessly at high speed.
Approaching 34th Street instead of number 34.
Here are the
she's on the right shoulder now, heavy traffic. Approaching, get into 58th Street.
I'm behind it, 1560 behind it, southbound 826.
In heavy traffic, the suspect jumped the curb and sped off dangerously at high speed. A collision could have occurred at any moment.
Hey, I'll take the radio. We're southbound now, approaching 58th Street. There's no 28 attached to it. We're trying to catch up to him. I'm trying to get to him, but what's that doing?
Southbound approaching 36, southbound approaching 36.
How do we take the radio? Because 1049, we're going to get to you.
74, that's 74.
Hey, we're still southbound. It's approaching 2nd Street.
Go behind it.
She's signal for a vehicle? She's still going southbound. 1048, advise she's signal for the vehicle?
Multiple signal 4. She's trapped inside the car.
Hey, right before the exit to 25th Street, Miami, start fire. Steve, I start fire.
Minutes later, the suspect crashed into a car, then into a semi-truck before coming to a stop. As officers moved in to make the arrest, She exited the vehicle and jumped into a nearby river in an attempt to escape.
At approximately 4:05 p.m. on June 20th, 2023, Trooper Grant was notified that the 10th Judicial District Drug Task Force was in pursuit of a silver Chevrolet Impala and requested assistance. Grant caught up to the pursuit on Highway 63 and quickly took the lead position as the suspect continued fleeing at high speed in a reckless manner. A second pit maneuver forced the vehicle off the roadway into a ditch on the south side and into a wooded area, bringing the pursuit to an end. All occupants fled on foot. Sergeant Grant apprehended Quentin Lowe after a brief foot chase. He then pursued two additional suspects into a nearby field, where they ran into a red barn. Dashcam Cobb was located near a fence and taken into custody, while the third suspect, Dante Lowe, was found hiding inside the barn and arrested with assistance from Sergeant Moore. A black bag discarded during the pursuit was recovered and found to contain multiple stolen firearms. On Thursday, November 27th, 2025, around 8:17 a.m., Trooper Davis was running stationary radar on Interstate 430 near the 5-mile marker when he clocked a white Toyota Camry traveling south at 90 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. He pulled in behind the vehicle and attempted a stop near the 2-mile marker, but once he activated his lights and siren, the driver sped up, reaching about 120 miles per hour. Trooper Davis notified Communications Team A that he was in pursuit. To end the dangerous high-speed pursuit, Trooper Davis positioned his unit along the passenger side of the suspect vehicle and executed a pit maneuver. The car spun off the roadway into a tree line on the west side of the interstate, struck several trees, and overturned. Trooper Davis found the driver, later identified as Talon Bazell, unresponsive inside the vehicle, though he regained consciousness moments later. Davis opened the passenger door and helped him out. Medics transported Bazell to Baptist Health Medical Center for evaluation. An open alcohol container was found in the car, and Davis detected the odor of an intoxicant. The vehicle was unregistered and uninsured, and Bazell did not have a valid driver's license.
For fire, 164 fire.
At approximately 11:40 a.m. on March 1st, 2026, Trooper Glover was on patrol when a Ford Fiesta sped past at nearly 130 miles per hour. Glover attempted to pursue, but was unable to keep up. At the same time, Trooper Monroe received a request for assistance, quickly located the suspect vehicle, and immediately took up the pursuit.
Blue Rock 2 Bay at 263. We're Adam 9, 1037.
Adam, Robert, Henry, 33 Tom. Pass him on the shoulder.
Probably secondary. Could be 57 south, coming up on this area. Either 115, 117.
Looks like a whiter Hispanic male with a tan hat on.
White male with his tan hat on.
91, I'll try to set up like one. He just passed another car on the right shoulder coming up on the 3.
I'm up on the 3.
We're going to be taking exit 3, notify Sherwood.
2-4 taking exit 3, notify Sherwood.
Ran the red light at Wildwood. On the surface road on Gordon. Gordon, TBI, minus the 2. He's back on the interstate.
TBI, right at the 2, 11:45 p.m.
Threw a bag out the window.
Threw a bag out the window.
Hands up!
After a pit maneuver brought the vehicle to a stop, the driver was taken into custody without further incident. Officers also recovered a black bag the suspect had thrown from the vehicle during the chase. Inside were several small bags believed to contain marijuana and methamphetamine. The driver also showed signs of stimulant use. On December 2nd, 2025, around 8 p.m., Clark County deputies were investigating a burglary and vehicle theft in northeast Vancouver involving a stolen car believed to contain a firearm. The vehicle was later found parked at a Starbucks near West Main Street and State Route 503 in Battleground. As officers moved in, with additional grappler-equipped units requested, the suspect accelerated and fled. A pursuit followed, and despite tire deflation devices damaging the tires, the suspect continued to run.
Hands up!
Show me your hands! Hands up! Put your hands up!
Back up, back up.
You good?
Get in your car and pin him. Get in your car, pin him.
Back up, back up. Mike, if you ran the car,
Hands up right now! In front of you?
I got the stick.
You are coming back.
At approximately 6:30 p.m. on April 13th, 2026, an officer observed a suspicious vehicle and learned through a records check that the driver might be connected to a homicide investigation. When the officer followed and attempted to initiate a stop, the suspect immediately accelerated and fled, leading to a pursuit.
He's taking off on the big pursuit. Traffic's light. South Arlington. Speeds are 78. We're still southbound, passing Bluefield, coming up on Embry Park. East on Embry Park, heading towards Frogview. Coming up to Kiwi, red light, turning southbound on Kiwi. Yeah, southbound on Kiwi. Traffic's still light, speed's 50, coming up to Stanley. Through Stanley, heading up towards Leo. Eastbound on Leo. Traffic's moderate through Hill Road, still eastbound on Leo. It's occupied twice. There's a female in the front seat. The boy's gonna be the driver. Still eastbound. Coming up to Troy. Speeds are 60. Blue the red light in Troy, taking eastbound. There's over a car too. You want to call it? Go ahead.
During the pursuit, the suspect drove with extreme recklessness, showing a clear disregard for public safety. It appeared he was willing to take any risk to escape, even if it meant putting others in danger.
Keep your hands up.
We're getting the driver out now. Taking 3.
After approximately 5 minutes of pursuit, the suspect and a female passenger were taken into custody without further incident. Inside the vehicle, officers found a handgun, ammunition, drugs, and drug paraphernalia. The 47-year-old homicide suspect was transported to a local hospital as a precaution and is now being held at the Montgomery County Jail.
My elbow just broke. My elbow broke.
On April 30th, 2024, at 5:41 p.m., Trooper Wright responded to a reported weapons disturbance in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Victims stated that Teray Young Truitt, an acquaintance, had stayed overnight on April 29th and left early the next morning. Later, they noticed items missing and were unable to contact him. At around 5:30 p.m., as the victims returned home, a red car blocked their vehicle. Young Truitt exited with a gun, followed by Braden Crump, who was also armed and masked. During a confrontation, young Truitt pointed the gun at a victim, threatened her, and struck her in the head. Both suspects fled when police sirens were heard approaching.
Alright, coming up to Franklin. We're making a right turn on Franklin. Now seatbelt. 25, no traffic. Alright, we'll take the east on West 11th, approaching Pike. No traffic, B36. Southbound turn on Pike. No traffic. Speed coming up to about 45.
We're on Golden right now.
You did that, you need to take a primary. Just brother. Call it morning. Right now, okay. Minutes 45 miles an hour, fire check. It's really hot tonight now. So,
It's okay. I'm going to be headed to you on the stop stick for anything I need to put up for you guys.
I never know. They're a front wheeler. So, I just need a bit of judgment. Run out these at 60 motor traffic. He's down Riverside, speed 55. No traffic. Okay, I have making a left turn on the Poplar, turning northbound Poplar. Then making a right turn on Washington. Then that has given me some fail. Alright, we made a right on Hollow. They're driving down the sidewalk. There's no traffic. Alright, we're going to be in the parking lot around the Hollow.
That's the next to our focus expiration March 24 out of our Adam Morgan on 4-3.
Got a lot of cars, go look out.
As the chase entered a parking lot, officers attempted to box in the suspect's vehicle in hopes of a peaceful surrender. Instead, the suspects maneuvered to escape, forcing officers to deploy a PIT maneuver. A patrol unit struck the rear of the vehicle, causing it to spin. The suspects attempted to flee again, but were blocked by another patrol car. Both then ran on foot, but were quickly apprehended. At about 11:37 a.m. on October 15th, 2023, a California Highway Patrol officer spotted a white Honda parked along the shoulder of Interstate 5. Believing the vehicle might be disabled, he approached to check on the driver, unaware he was about to confront a dangerous criminal.
Hey, can you roll down your window? Hey, stay in your vehicle. Hey, hey! 802, 802, shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. 1199.
Southbound.
He's got a long gun on the ground. Stay on the ground! Let me see your head. Do not touch that gun!
Make sure we get fire up.
He's got an AR. It's underneath him on the sling.
He's got an AR underneath him in a sling. Where is he now?
802, I'm not hit. Not hit.
36 to 802, you're not hit. Where is the suspect now in relation to you?
802, he's by the driver's door. Against this traffic, can you get me the brake, please? Traffic is kind of heavy. Keep your hands where I can see them. Do not reach for that gun.
is heavy, requesting brake, requesting brake. Do copy, bringing a brake from Flores now. Basic data 2 is the suspect hit.
Suspect is hit.
Basic data 2, suspect is hit. Is he still moving?
802 affirm. Stop moving!
Basic data 2, suspect is hit. Still moving.
Do not reach for it! 802, I cannot tell. It's blackout windows. Stay on the ground! Stay on the ground! Do not do it!
The situation escalated within moments. Just 1 minute after stopping to check on the driver, the officer was shot. 2 minutes later, the suspect fired again, striking the officer before stealing his patrol car and fleeing the scene. Backup units quickly arrived and began the pursuit.
Patrol vehicle!
Dashcam footage from the patrol vehicle showed the suspect repeatedly swerving into traffic lanes. Moments later, he veered in front of an oncoming 18-wheeler, causing the patrol car to leave the roadway, roll over, and catch fire. The suspect managed to escape the wreck, but was captured shortly after, suffering from serious injuries.
I'll take it again.
Let's get him. Let's back in a second. Let's go.
Hold on. A10, send in fire.
Go.
When's it change? Fire's coming. Help me, please. Okay, that's good.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Check equipment.
Let's get a better search on me. Yeah.
Weapon safe, boys.
Yeah. You have any weapons on you? Where's your weapon at?
Hey, where's your gloves at?
Do we go?
Hey, anybody got gloves?
I can get some. No. I got gloves in my car. Is that the ammunition in there going off?
Weapons safe, everybody?
Yep. We're good.
I got my shotgun.
Here we go. Good on ours.
I'm gonna throw my card. I'll get you
I tried to get
The suspect was later identified as Joseph Michael Pate. He was taken to a hospital for treatment, but later died from his injuries. The officer, who had been shot in the abdomen, shoulder, and leg, received medical care, recovered, and has since returned to duty.
Sarge.
On Friday, July 4, 2025, at approximately 7:58 a.m., Trooper James R. Reed with the Arkansas State Police attempted to stop a 2019 Buick Encore for speeding 74 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone on U.S. Highway 167 in Dallas County. Trooper Reed activated his emergency lights, but the vehicle continued southbound around 72 miles per hour. After activating his siren, the Buick slowed to 60 miles per hour but still refused to stop. He notified Troop F dispatch and made several attempts to pull alongside, giving verbal commands over the PA system. The driver ignored the commands and changed lanes to pass a truck towing a trailer. At that point, Trooper Reed advised dispatch that a pursuit was underway.
Roll over. Hey! Roll your car over.
Had to run out and stop it. She's traveling about 60 miles an hour, trying to get her attention. Might be a male, if you can tell, but it looks like he's purposely annoying man, or ignoring man, getting up beside him and yelling at him on the VA. That's called a 1037 here in just a minute. Pull over. Yeah, you can go ahead and show me 1037. He's getting to the left lane. Yeah, 10-4. Trying to get some traffic off of me. Got a little bit of traffic behind him. Get this traffic back on the TBI.
When traffic was clear and conditions allowed, Trooper Reed executed a TBI. The suspect's vehicle spun counterclockwise and struck the front of the patrol unit. Trooper Reed continued forward until the vehicle came to a safe stop off the roadway. The driver, who was alone in the vehicle, was taken into custody without further incident. She was identified as Patricia Ann Daniel, 54, of Bryant, Arkansas. Daniel was transported to the Dallas County Jail and formally charged. She refused to answer any questions, and her reason for fleeing remains unclear. Patricia Ann Daniel faces the following charges: fleeing, vehicle or conveyance, exceeding the posted speed limit, criminal mischief, second degree, distracted driving, obstructing governmental operations, failure to yield to emergency vehicle, speeding. no liability insurance. On January 28, 2024, at approximately 12:17 p.m., Sergeant J. Peters was conducting speed enforcement on Highway 50 near Braywood Road in Brooksville when he spotted a 2022 gray Dodge Challenger traveling eastbound at a high rate of speed. He visually estimated the vehicle at 75 miles per hour in a 50-mile-per-hour zone, and his Stalker dual radar confirmed a speed of 77 miles per hour. Sergeant Peters caught up to the Challenger, activated his emergency lights, and initiated a traffic stop in the median near Lockhart Road. Using the public address system in his patrol vehicle, Sergeant Peters instructed the driver to roll down the window, shut off the engine, and place the keys on the roof. Instead of complying, the driver suddenly accelerated westbound on Highway 50, initiating a pursuit.
$1033 traffic, 120.
State Road 50 at Braywood Street. Florida 28. Juliet Yankee. Tango 50. Gray Dodge Challenger. That's from the open traffic stop. So it is a...
Your last one out, please, Yankee Tango.
50. Gray Dodge Challenger. Westbound, 136 miles an hour. Light traffic. Headed towards Brooksville. Coming up towards just west, or just east of Spring Lake Highway, headed west, 131.
Freeway Highway.
I need another unit. Somebody's got a pit ball, so you help me out. Westbound, State Road 50, west of Spring Lake passing WPA Road. Westbound, passing WPA Road. I still got it.
Westbound 50 WPA Road, westbound 50 WPA Road.
Approaching Olympia, passing Olympia now, 142 miles an hour.
Passing Olympia.
There's a running bar, he's got the windows tinted, the tint is on the outside. If he's about to Brooksville, we're coming up on this front route now. Cedar Lane, westbound Cedar Lane, 148 miles an hour. Over 1049, see if they need some help in town. Passing Red Bud Lane, coming up towards the truck route now. Passing Red Bud towards the truck route, 125.
Passing Red Bud Lane, 125 miles per hour.
I see a unit ahead, Signal first. Oh, you cross the medium, grass medium. Single 12 whiskey, single 12 whiskey.
Single 12 whiskey.
Hit, 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 hit. Signal, oh, we're going back, we're going back. We're back westbound. Back eastbound, back eastbound. Back eastbound.
Eastbound 50.
Who was that ahead of me? Who was that?
610, 610 ahead of you.
They're going to take lead, I got primary. He's got lead, I got secondary. He's got lead, I got secondary. Eastbound 117, eastbound 117.
Good morning, eastbound 117, 610, taking the lead.
Hey, I'm going to go stay with him. I don't know if you keep up, I'm going to go stay with him.
Eastbound 3014, it's clear lane. It's not correct.
It was a white male. I saw tattoos on his left arm. White male tattoos on his left arm. We're 149, 150, eastbound, Spring Lake 50, going back towards the Spring Lake Highway.
Jaguar 139 eastbound, Field 50 towards Spring Lake. Driver's going to be a white male with tats on his left arm.
Passing WPA Road 136.
So we're passing WPA Road at 136 miles per hour.
Single four, single four, single four, single four, single four, single four.
Following the crash, the driver was taken into custody and identified as Brandon Corey Johnson. Records confirm that Johnson had never been issued a valid driver's license. Investigators also discovered 3 passengers inside the Challenger, including 2 juveniles, ages 10 and 15. The Florida Department of Children and Families responded to the scene and opened an investigation into possible child abuse. A further records check revealed that Johnson was also wanted in Hernando County for violating probation related to a battery conviction. A search of the Challenger uncovered multiple narcotics, including approximately 19.1 grams of cocaine packaged in several bags, 13.1 grams of marijuana, and a digital scale coated with marijuana residue. The drugs were found on the driver's side floorboard and inside a backpack in the trunk. At approximately 5:58 p.m. on July 9th, 2026, Trooper Aide was patrolling Highway 122 in Newark, Arkansas, when he observed a black Ford Mustang stopped at the intersection of Parakeet Road and Highway 122 after the driver appeared to notice his patrol vehicle. Moments later, the Mustang accelerated rapidly onto Highway 122, turned west onto 3rd Street, and immediately ran a red light. Trooper Aide caught up to the Mustang and activated his emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver refused to stop and fled.
6 contacts found during your search. Say the list number of the contact you want to call.
Third Street, Newark, be a black and green Mustang. I'll get 28 seconds. Boy North Sam, 18 young. Boy North Sam, 18 young. Be a black and green Mustang. We're headed back towards campus. Yeah, definitely let them provide along the 405 South Locust Place, north, 405 South Locust Place, north.
After the first pit maneuver failed, the suspect became even more aggressive. The Mustang accelerated to speeds between 120 and 130 miles per hour, with trooper aid clocking the vehicle at 136 miles per hour at one point during the pursuit.
Speed 110, 122 intersection. Good pursuit, 122 southbound towards 69, Holy intersection, south of Newark. Dispatch, we're going to run the direct. We ran the four-way here about 120. We're headed towards World Cross. Trying to get caught up so I can keep you out. Dispatching. Just go through the 69 intersection, heading towards World Cross. Dispatch, go after Dispatch, no traffic. Speed 110, still 122. Dispatch, if you go back and green Mustang, put you on the 28. Speed 130, coming up on the bridge. Dispatch, if you get to the White River Bridge, you go southbound.
After the crash, the driver and two passengers abandoned the Mustang and fled into the woods along the White River. Arkansas State Police troopers and Independence County deputies quickly established a perimeter and captured all three suspects after a roughly 1-mile search. After being taken into custody, two of the suspects falsely claimed that two additional armed individuals were still hiding in the area. At approximately 1:10 p.m. on April 17, 2024, police responded to the area of Conkle Road and Mount Zion Road in Morrow, Georgia, following reports of a stolen ambulance from Piedmont Henry Hospital in Stockbridge. The suspect, later identified as Ladarius Williams, 27, had been receiving treatment at the hospital when he stole a private Amerimed ambulance and fled the scene. Two paramedics who were still inside the vehicle at the time of the theft were forced to jump out of the moving ambulance to avoid injury.
These are about 20 miles middle lane.
They're down with Phoenix on this pursuit with the ambulance. And I'm wired.
Speeds about 30.
Do we know where they're located? Southbound Jonesboro right now, still in pursuit. Hey, they just be mindful, your tire's out in the back.
I got it. Heavy traffic up ahead, Jonesboro, South Lake. Heavy traffic up ahead, there's a red light, he's stuck in traffic right now.
Hey guys, did y'all hear that? APD's got a Durango that's fit certified if y'all want to let her try to spin it.
Stationary at the light, we are continuing southbound here if he makes it through.
572 is southbound on Jonesboro, that's past Commerce.
Alright, still southbound on Jonesboro.
Cool.
Alright, Phoenix, y'all have light traffic up ahead. Still south on Main, crossing over Chestnut. Light traffic up ahead.
See what street I can parallel. Jonesboro, see I can get ahead of
Yes, 3 units. Yes, 3 units in one car. Get someone in the stop sticks in the passenger seat.
Oh, get
Right, and the other side of the vehicle.
Hey, he gave me green light.
South Avenue.
Oh, tire coming up. That's cool. Thank you. Right now, I'm gonna wait for a good.
I'm coming up on the side.
Hold on, Smitty. Hold up. Can you see? Hold up.
I'm on the 7 Durango.
Right, stationary at South Avenue and Cloud, continuing westbound over Cloud.
110, give the ATD. They're going to tear in the SUV. You're going to tear your shit up.
Alright, right turn from South Avenue onto Evan View. Slow speeds right now. Dead end, there's a dead end up ahead. It's a cul-de-sac up ahead, he has nowhere to go. Cul-de-sac up ahead, he has nowhere to go.
Alright, let's ride. We finna play now.
Alright, hey,
Watch him.
be on gun.
Watch him.
Yeah.
Watch him. No.
The chase eventually entered a residential neighborhood where an Atlanta police officer successfully deployed a stop stick, deflating the tires of the stolen ambulance. Despite the blown tires, the suspect continued fleeing down Terra Boulevard, leading officers on a prolonged pursuit.
Boulevard going northbound in the southbound lane. Heavy traffic over here.
Yeah, I'm finna ramble. Watch out. Alright, hit me right at,
We're right at 1050 with a light pole, 1050 with a light pole. Terra Boulevard and Robert E. Lee. He is getting out black male dreads, blue pants, yellow socks, running southbound. Black male dreads, blue pants. Alright, Atlanta, they are getting him 1095.
After a successful pit maneuver, the stolen ambulance lost control and crashed into a utility pole. Williams jumped out of the vehicle and fled on foot, but after a brief chase, and with assistance from officers across multiple jurisdictions, he was taken into custody without further incident.
Let me call you right back. I gotta see this stuff.
At approximately 2 p.m. on October 17, 2025, Florida Highway Patrol troopers received information about a stolen red Toyota spotted in a parking lot. A nearby trooper quickly responded to the area to investigate. As soon as the suspect spotted law enforcement, they sped away at high speed, initiating a pursuit.
We're at 5 Stone Street. I'm going southbound on 5 Stone. Southbound is going to be about 75 miles per hour. Leave it back. 48 of Alpha Lima 5-3 Romeo X-ray. Toyota Corolla, ready to come. Go southbound on 5 Stone. So that's 2, 4, 10, 49 road as well. Traffic, gonna be 8 miles per hour, southbound on 5 Stone.
Hey, Jackson looks like he's going to be occupied at least 2 times. They get ready to bail. Coming back out, coming back out. Alright, back on 5 stone, back on 5 stone. Don't stop down, back on 5 stone. Traffic is 7 miles an
Throughout the pursuit, the suspect drove recklessly and aggressively, showing no regard for public safety. Troopers made multiple attempts to perform pit maneuvers, but each effort was unsuccessful. Despite this, officers remained in pursuit, waiting for the next safe opportunity to bring the chase to an end. While the suspect was driving into oncoming traffic, the vehicle lost control, crossed the median, and crashed into a ditch. The suspect immediately fled on foot, with troopers chasing closely behind. On February 28, 2025, around 9:38 p.m., Trooper Kennedy was traveling west on Interstate 30 near mile marker 124 when he noticed a silver GMC Terrain following behind him and slowing down to avoid passing. When the vehicle eventually passed, it accelerated, and Trooper Kennedy saw the temporary tag was unsecured and unreadable. He attempted a traffic stop, but the driver pretended to pull over before merging back into traffic and fleeing. Just minutes into the pursuit, Trooper Kennedy successfully executed a TVI on the North Interstate 30 service road near Marketplace Road. The suspect's vehicle veered into a ditch and overturned onto the driver's side before coming to rest between the interstate and the service road.
Hey, stay right there. Don't touch yourself, okay?
The driver, identified as Abubakar Haruna, was found unconscious with heavy facial bleeding after the crash. A small child climbed out of the vehicle through a window. Trooper Kennedy carried the child to safety and found no visible injuries. Haruna later regained consciousness and showed signs of intoxication. She was not wearing a seatbelt and likely struck the steering wheel or windshield during impact. An upside-down car seat was found on the back floorboard, suggesting the child had not been properly restrained before the crash. On March 3, 2022, at around 8:02 p.m., Trooper First Class D. Thomas was conducting traffic enforcement on I-85 northbound near mile marker 92 when he observed a silver Porsche Cayman speeding and making improper lane changes. Trooper Thomas attempted a traffic stop, but the driver refused to comply, accelerated, and continued driving recklessly, prompting a high-speed pursuit.
66, X-ray, clean time 166 to Georgia. He's going to be a 1080. Going northbound, coming up to exit 96. He's an HOV. Looks like a 10.
While driving on the shoulder, the suspect lost control and crashed into a tow truck that was loading a disabled white pickup. The impact wedged the Porsche under the pickup. Trooper Thomas approached and noticed the driver appeared lethargic. The tow truck operator reported that the driver of the disabled pickup had been hit during the crash and thrown over the median wall onto Dawson Boulevard.
Don't fucking move!
Hit somebody and you see him?
Oh shit! You stupid motherfucker! Don't you goddamn move!
I think he's making a flag.
558, Marietta. Go ahead and start skirt. He struck a truck. What is it? Are you okay? What? Get out! Get out! I don't care if you fall. Get out! Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Give me your hands. Give me your hands.
On April 25, 2025, at approximately 10:54 p.m., Trooper Riles observed a white Ford F-350 with expired Arkansas license plates traveling southbound on John F. Kennedy Boulevard near West M Avenue. The registration had been expired since 2020. Trooper Riles moved to confirm the violation and attempted a traffic stop near John F. Kennedy Boulevard and West D Avenue. However, the driver refused to stop, continuing south on Cher Street before turning east onto West 33rd Street, ignoring a stop sign and accelerating to around 61 miles per hour. The vehicle then merged onto West D Avenue, prompting a pursuit.
D and Cypher is on Boy 311907. It's going to be on a white pickup. Copy, we are continuing D and Fiesta.
A few minutes later, the suspect vehicle entered Edgewood Memorial Cemetery, where it crashed into multiple headstones near the cemetery entrance.
Headed into the graveyard. They just ran over some graves. Continuing the grave northbound. Try and get Baker 22 so get his drone off or somebody get a drone off. Gonna be continuing the graveyard on the westbound. Pretty northbound. Headed north. 30. Do I have anybody close to me? Westbound, still in the graveyard.
Where are you at?
Right here near Francis where we entered. Looks like we're just going in a circle of the cemetery. That's come back out on Francis. Looks like he just ran through it. Gonna be northbound. 39. Gonna be eastbound on 39. That's Hayes Court. Eastbound.
A few minutes later, Trooper Trey Davis took over the lead position in the pursuit and quickly executed a precise pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to crash into a telephone pole at the intersection of West 18th Street and Share Street. Other officers immediately closed in, blocking any chance of escape. Both the driver and passenger were taken into custody without further incident. During the pursuit, the suspect damaged at least 5 headstones at Edgewood Memorial Cemetery.
Let go of the steering wheel!
At approximately 11:23 p.m. on August 9, 2025, Trooper Highland observed a white SUV stopped at a red light. He followed the vehicle for a short distance to run its license plate, which came back as expired. Trooper Highland then activated his emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop. At first, the driver complied and pulled over to the shoulder.
Look, I got 36. Show 72 expired October 24 insurance I confirmed. Virginia 98. Little Rock at 14 10 4 11 25. $36 14 fuel 49 we have represent 4. Gotcha.
As Trooper Hyland approached the SUV, he observed 4 occupants inside, including the driver. While speaking with them, the driver suddenly hit the accelerator and sped away, sparking a pursuit, a decision the driver would soon regret.
36 Little Rock 37. Little Rock, you're saying SUV 3 out of 36 1037, South Spring Westport. Okay. And there we are. Here we go on the eastbound. 4th Street. Speeds are currently about 60. What do you speed? Go final four.
After the first pit attempt was unsuccessful, Trooper Hyland tried again once traffic cleared. This time, the maneuver caused the SUV to overturn and land on its roof in the roadway. The occupants scrambled to escape, but 2 were immediately taken into custody at the scene. The other 2 attempted to flee on foot, only to be caught after a short chase. The driver was identified as 23-year-old Tavian Marquardt Offord, who now faces multiple charges including owner, failed to register vehicle, fleeing, felony, vehicle or conveyance, reckless driving, first, fleeing on foot, driving on suspended license, no liability insurance, unauthorized use of property. At 12:09 a.m. on March 20th, Trooper Davis was informed that the Saline County Sheriff's Office was pursuing a motorcycle on Arch Street. The motorcycle fled north into Pulaski County, and the deputy, following policy, turned off his lights and sirens but continued to track the motorcycle while requesting Arkansas State Police assistance. Trooper Davis intercepted the unlicensed blue motorcycle on Interstate 530 South, near the 3-mile marker, observing it traveling at the speed limit. After activating his emergency lights, he pulled alongside the motorcycle, then moved behind it as they entered Interstate 30 East. The motorcycle maintained its speed until reaching the North Interchange, at which point Trooper Tyler Riles joined the pursuit. Trooper Davis then attempted to block the motorcycle in an effort to force it to stop.
Going 1037. Speeds are only 70 miles an hour, 30 east from 550 north.
We're out there on 14. I'm taking 30 east now. 139 Roosevelt.
These are down about 55. Just past Roosevelt.
That'll get it out of them lit up.
Make sure you didn't take the cane. Speed's still about 135. Light traffic.
A total of 6 patrol vehicles were involved in the pursuit. Troopers made several attempts to stop the motorcycle safely, but the rider appeared unfazed, weaving between patrol cars as if believing officers couldn't stop him.
Past the 8, speed's about 130. Low traffic.
You're still going fast. You just focus car. We get the 2-lane in Jacksonville and what area to come out. Taking a left. Stop.
Taking back off from the 8.
Taking a left. Stop.
As the motorcycle exited, troopers made another attempt to block it. The rider evaded them again and tried to turn onto Redmond Road. Trooper Davis positioned his vehicle in the motorcycle's path, forcing it to slow down. The rider then drove onto a raised sidewalk, attempting to squeeze between Davis's vehicle and a concrete barrier. Trooper Davis exited his unit and pulled the rider off the motorcycle as he tried to flee on foot. The subject was detained and released to the Saline County Sheriff's Office. Ivy Hall Towing took possession of the motorcycle. At approximately 1:20 p.m. on February 13th, 2026, Trooper Wingo was on patrol when a motorcycle sped past at about 60 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone. Wingo immediately pursued and attempted a traffic stop, but the rider refused to pull over and fled.
60. Brings 1037. Disregard, he finally pulled over. It's gonna be a green motorcycle. Pulled over here at Airport and Lakeshore. Get off the motorcycle now. Get off.
Man, I got
Get off the fucking.
man. So hold on now.
Get off the motorcycle.
I'm disabled, man. Chill out.
You're the one that ran.
I just came through here.
Put your hands on the fucking hood right now. Put your hands on the fucking hood.
Oh man,
Put your hands on the hood. 580 Henry Victor 580 HP. Hands on the fucking hood.
what the hell?
You literally threw your hands up on me like fuck you, and then you cut through traffic.
You pulling me over for?
You're going 70 in a 45. Man, that was a warning, but now you're going to jail. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your fucking back.
I'm asking you, please. Man, come on, man. I just left my daughter's fucking thing, dude. I cannot do this. Please, I'm begging you. Please. Will you call my wife? Hey, man, help me out, man. We were literally just in the same classroom together, dude. I mean, come on, man. I didn't run from you, bro. Like, I pulled in here to come stop for you.
Get in there.
Man, come on, dude. I'm disabled, man. I can't.
Do you want me to throw you in there, or do you want to step up in there?
24 screws in my shoulder over here. Hold on, man. Like, shit. I wasn't trying to run from you.
Okay.
I promise you that.
Put in there.
Can you call my...
He's 1015. Go ahead and start 1011 for the motorcycle. Appreciate it.
I just needed to get wrong. I thought you were coming through here. I was going to head him off.
I was trying to, but I can't. That car's over there blocking it.
Oh, really? I'm starting out here. I knew. He passed me and he was going to come.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I lit him up. He looked back at me and went and hit that left lane, and then he cut through traffic.
He was just, I was just in Valentine's Day party.
Yeah.
He was in the same classroom.
The rider was identified as Thomas Funderburk of Royal, Arkansas. He was charged with fleeing, speeding, improper lane change, and operating a motorcycle without required equipment, including mirrors and turn signals.
They're trying to towing to not tango with their 1031.